Wednesday, May 12, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the afternoon edition of Prime Flash, coming to you live from the studios of my major Prime Television here in Cameroon's economic capital, Douala. My name is Fon Quinter. I begin the news in the Littoral region, where content of at least 12 shops have been reduced to ashes at Marché de Douala 3 subdivision after fire broke out in the market yesterday. Sources say the fire's origin is yet to be established, caused a lot of material damage. The flame was contained thanks to the intervention of firefighting unit. Now to Cameroonian transgenders Laurie Njeka Mijuel, also known as Shakiro, and Muthe Roland, who goes by the name Patricia, have been sentenced to 5 years in prison and fined 200,000 francs each for practicing homosexuality. The trial was served by the Douala Court of First Instance in Bonanjo on Tuesday. They were arrested on February 9 in Douala and were charged with attempted homosexuality, public indecency, and non-possession of national identification cards. Now, Cameroon has purchased a consignment of 70 containers, 35 trailers, 45 Toyota pick-up, and 9 bulletproof vehicles to serve the Cameroonian United Nations multi-dimensional integrated stabilization mission contingent on deployment to facilitate peacekeeping missions in Central African Republic. The equipment was received by the Minister Delegate at the Presidency in charge of Defense, Joseph Betty Asomo, at the 201 Air Force Base in Douala. Receiving the equipment, Minister Joseph Betty Asomo said the purchase was a demonstration of President Biya's commitment in complying with United Nations standards. Now, stakeholders in the education sector drawn from northern regions of Cameroon have been urged to work on synergy in a bid to curb the ills plaguing youth, especially in the school milieu. The call was made by Professor Pauline Nalova Lyonga while presiding over the opening of a 2-day workshop in Boya on violence and drugs used in schools. The workshop comes at a time violence is on the rise in schools across the country. Now, this year's Feast of Ramadan will be celebrated on Thursday, May 13 in Cameroon. The feast day was announced by the Cameroon Lunar Crescent Council. The feast marks the end of a 31-day religious month, during which Muslim faithfuls performed a series of religious activities, including fasting and prayer. Out of the country, Uganda's Yoweri Museveni has been sworn in for the 6th term as president as police surrounded the home of Bobi Wine, his main opposition rival, who decried the inauguration as a sham. Museveni, who won re-election in January despite widespread reports of irregularities, took the oath of office today, May 12, at the ceremony in the capital Kampala, attended by several heads of state. The 76-year-old leader, who is taking the presidential oath for the 6th time, and his new 5-year term will see him leading the country for 40 years, making him one of Africa's longest 7 leaders. Now, 3 Kenyan MPs have been summoned by the Speaker of Parliament after they made allegations that legislators had been bribed to pass a controversial bill that could significantly alter the country's constitution. The 3 lawmakers will appear before the House Speaker after they claimed their colleagues received 100,000 Kenyan shillings each to vote yes for constitutional amendment bill, popularly known as the Building Bridges Initiative. And 2 protesters were killed in Sudan's capital, Khartoum, on Tuesday after security forces fired bullets and tear gas to disperse a demonstration to mark the 2nd anniversary of a raid on a peaceful sit-in protest in 2019 that left more than 100 protesters dead. Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok issued a statement condemning the incident, saying the use of live bullets on protesters was an intolerable full-scale crime. A statement by the Sudanese army said that it regretted the incident and stressed that no instructions had been issued to the forces deployed at the General Command to use live ammunition against citizens. This concludes the 3:30 p.m. edition of Prime Flash that was compiled and produced by Ewane Eli. My name is Fon Quinter. Developments of these stories and more will be yours at exactly 6:30 p.m. with Genda Pelton Blanche. Until then, keep watching programs on My Media Prime Television. Goodbye.